Welcome into a Thanksgiving week edition of Game Changers.
Cunha comes in late here. And now he's acting like
he just swoops. Sorry, because for the first time ever, he got to the station before you and I
know,
did.
Right? And why? We're not going to say why. We'd be here on time. We were out working.
We were working.
You were out at Dolphins camp.
You were on the beach with a Mai Tai or something.
We were at Dolphins camp talking to the players, getting information.
I believe Mike was working. I believe you were just getting paid.
Yeah, well, that's not really the point of the show, so let's leave that alone, okay? It's not about me.
That's all right.
That's the best journalism I've seen.
There you go. I dug in. That was deep journalism right there.
All right, so in addition to Thanksgiving this week, which of course is fun for everybody, we've got Black Friday everything. We've got Canes, the Dolphins, the Heat, Panthers. Everybody's playing on Black Friday. But
Can we shop too?
No, you got to do it from your phone on Amazon.
Right here.
Amazon, right on the couch. Guys, what do you guys think about the Black Friday game? This is the first time ever the NFL is doing it. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it?
I like it. You know, it kind of rounds our weekend out. You know, college football is kind of becoming, you know, they're at kind of the end of their road, and you got to wait for the playoff games and everything. So why not? Why not do? You got 3 games on Thursday. Throw another one on Friday and play it through the weekend. Look, we used to play like late in the season. We play Saturday games. I don't know if they'd still do them, but we used to play Saturday games late, and I always enjoyed those. And it's a little change of pace. So, and it's not like you're playing a Thursday game.
Right.
You know, you got that extra day, and so I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be great.
Who was that? The last shot was that the Jets quarterback? That guy number 6? Is that who's playing quarterback?
Yeah, it was. No.
It was Boyle.
No.
Oh, Boyle rules. He's gonna rule on.
He's working as he's looking as the holder this week.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the backup holder for field goals.
You know, this is just where we're going.
Yeah.
The more, grab it yourself, grab the spotlight. That's what the NFL is doing with this Dolphins-Jets game. It was interesting. Talked to Jalen Phillips actually today. So when's the last time you played on a Friday? He goes, high school. So those guys are kind of looking forward to it.
Right.
I think some of them, and I think Tyreek mentioned this, a little bummed that they have to travel. You don't have to travel on Thanksgiving if you have little kids. But hey, that's part of being a pro.
I've been playing football since I was 9 years old. I never had a Thanksgiving. I never had a normal Thanksgiving. It was always say you go early and eat. So it's, if you're playing football, if that's your business, you're used to that. It doesn't bother you. You just kind of get through it.
Did you hear him say? I talked to Jalen Phillips today. He's rubbing it in.
I
was working.
Hobnobbing. Yeah.
By the way, I think this is a brilliant move by Amazon. If you ask me, I think it's an Amazon thing more than anything because now you get the Amazon Black Friday deals on your app. Or what better way to make sure people are shopping at your place and that they're at home on the couch watching the game?
They should have every Amazon commercial just be, hey, have a scroll of thing. Oh, let me get that one. Boom, let me get that one.
You know what? It's going to be funny when that's the first commercial out of the blocks. All right, we did mention it earlier. The Jets are going to have a different quarterback this week.
Yeah.
So we've got from Aaron Rodgers to Zach Wilson to Tim Boyle.
Yeah, but Aaron's coming back.
And Trevor Siemian, I think, is in the mix somewhere.
He's the backup.
Yeah, I know.
You might see Zach Wilson's not the backup. Zach Wilson is the third quarterback.
I heard a rumor that Vinny Testaverde was up in Fairleigh Dickinson.
He's got as good a shot as Aaron Rodgers is coming back. I can tell you that.
But my question about this Jets team is: do you remember? And I know injuries were obviously a part of this, but do you remember a team that came in with more hype, more fanfare for a year? And then that hype train just plummeted off.
It took 4 days. It took 4 plays.
4 plays.
4 plays, and it was over. And I remember watching the Hard Knocks. Speaking of Hard Knocks being here with the Dolphins, I remember watching the Hard Knocks. I'm watching those coaches. I've never seen a more giddy group of coaches.
Yeah.
Like they're impressed. And Robert said, "Ooh, did you see that one?
Yeah.
Ooh, big smile."
Glad he's our guy.
After 4 plays, that smile. Ooh.
Yeah.
And you looked at that guy for 3 hours on TV, just wondering, what the heck am I going to do now?
And that's the danger in going so far with one guy who, by the way, for the first time in his career last year, did not throw for 3,000 yards for Green Bay. Usually when guys like that at the end of their career go to the next place, and I'm not saying they get hurt like that, but usually it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Their best years were somewhere else.
Yeah.
But they put everything into him. They thought they had everything else in place. And when he goes down, also silly evaluation by them, they should have had a better backup quarterback than Zach Wilson. Doesn't even look like he's an NFL quarterback.
I mean, but a first-round pick, a guy
doesn't matter.
I get it.
I mean,
I would have held on to Mike White over Zach.
I think they probably felt that they were comfortable there.
Obviously, it's not because the guy can't play. Literally can't play.
Yeah.
Not that he's not good.
No,
he can't play.
Well,
I tell you what too. I tell you what's going to happen moving forward. I've already seen a little bit of it on the sideline. That defense that is fantastic. Yeah. That's one of the great defenses in the National Football League right now. They're starting to chirp with the offense. Yeah. They're getting mad that they're playing their butts off, and the offense is just.
It broke down last week. They broke last week.
And then all of a sudden it's like no. Finger pointing. So this is a mutiny situation here. Mm-hmm. You lose another game, it is going to be chaos in that locker room for the rest of the season.
And then at that point, why would
I love it.
Why would
100%?
Why would Rodgers come back at that point? I know we talked about this once, but I'll say it again. I don't think he should.
Yeah, Dolphins by 20.
There you go.
Seriously, I think it's about a 23-3 game, something like that.
Yeah. Because
offensively, it's one of those games for Mike McDaniel and Tua. Yeah. Just don't mess it up. You don't have to do much. You get in the end zone twice, couple field goals, game's over.
The Dolphin offense.
I think it's a shutout.
Dolphin offense has been pretty uneven for the last few weeks.
Last 4 weeks.
They need to kind of get back and look. They're thank goodness for the defense over the last few weeks for what they've done. Yeah. This offense needs to find their ground again.
Yeah.
You know what's been interesting though when you watch that Eagle game against the Chiefs on Monday night is this high-flying league. Maybe it's me, becoming a little more defensive now this time of year. Like the Eagles and Chiefs, high-powered out, they're grinding their way to wins. The Dolphins against the Raiders grinding their way to wins.
How many points did the Chiefs score on Monday night?
17, none in the second half.
They only scored 14 against the Dolphins. Not counting the turnover, because with the turnover, so their offense has been stagnant.
But is this a league thing?
No, they got no wide receivers. They got nobody there that wants to catch the ball.
The Eagles grinded it out.
I think it's an overcorrection thing, not a league thing. Where like you went as the Chiefs, you went. You know what? Our offense has had to carry us for years now. We got to start getting guys on that side of the ball. So maybe you spend a little bit more draft capital, free agency, getting guys on that side of the ball, thinking. I've got Patrick Mahomes. Doesn't matter who else is out there.
But they've got an excellent D.
They do.
The Eagles have an excellent D. Yes. Baltimore's got an excellent defense. The Dolphins may have the best defense right now, the way they're playing.
Yep.
I'm just seeing that all these games, it used to be 34-31 every week, are now 24-20, 2017.
And an offensive league is now a myth. Right?
I'm questioning it.
You look at that game Monday. You look at Philadelphia, and that vaunted offensive line from Philadelphia early on was getting pushed around. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They were getting pushed around, and then all of a sudden they just kept going. And Kelsey goes over to the side. Hey, we're going to start running the ball more, and then they just ground them down to the end. So it was, it was a great lesson on how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah,
I thought
someone wrote the book on it, and they go from there. And it was a good win for the Dolphins in the end because it brings the Chiefs closer to the pack.
Huge.
With the Dolphins, yes. All right, still to come on Game Changers, we're going to talk a little basketball. The Miami Heat are heating up. We're going to ask why one player's not getting the love and maybe who's the biggest surprise on the Heat this year. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Game Changers. Mike Cunio alongside Steve Goldstein, Kim Beaucamper. Guys, just a few weeks ago, the Miami Heat got off to a 1-4 start. They were bottom 3 in the East. Now they're top 4 in the East, probably right where they should be in this conference, especially after the way they finished last year in the finals. It's interesting, though, they'll never get the love in the NBA until the playoffs. That's just how it is. But why isn't Bam Adebayo? We know Jimmy Butler, but why isn't Bam Adebayo more respected, I think, across the league? I think he kind of flies under the radar when it comes to superstars.
I think he kind of came out slow.
Yeah.
And he's kind of a passive guy. He's not really a guy that's, outwardly, chasing.
He's not letting you know about it.
Yeah, right. He's just playing his game, and I think he's slowly gotten better and better. And look, Pat Riley gave him the challenge. Hey, you need to score more points this year. What is he doing? Scoring more points, doing all the things he needs to do. So look, I think it's just him maturing. But I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's because LeBron gets his due up there, and you got the guy up in Milwaukee that Giannis, who's taken the stage.
But he's been classically known as the Giannis stopper. Like if there's one guy you want defensively in the NBA.
But he's also become a nightly consistent performer for you. Exactly.
He's a walking double-double.
Well, Jimmy Butler is why he doesn't get the pub.
Yes.
Everyone talks about the Heat. They talk about Jimmy.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those I told you so people in general. You guys know me pretty well.
Here it comes.
I've heard you do that.
I told you so. Everyone, 1-4. First of all, it was only 5 games. They lost to the Celtics and the Bucks. And Cunio, you are as guilty as anybody.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're ready to jump off when they didn't get Lillard. You thought the season was over.
Fake.
They're going 38-44.
Yeah, get
they
Rory
might
Sparrow
get in the
back.
play. Give Spo some time. Have faith in the front office. They got guys on this run. They can get better from within.
Hold on.
Let me tell you what.
The question was, why doesn't Bam get more love? Not why was Mike Cunio wrong?
I thought that was part B of the question.
Part B, yeah,
I
that
got
was
the
it.
email right here. It said part B.
Yes.
No.
Who was wrong?
First of all, let me know when
My
an
bad.
email about this show goes out.
I got the email that part B of the question was, what did Mike... No?
No.
Oh.
No. All right. Okay, so outside of Bam, but... By the way, he should be Defensive Player of the Year at some point in his career. Don't know why he doesn't get more
I do think, though, it's Jimmy. Jimmy Butler gets all the pub.
Yes,
That's why.
Yes, because maybe some of the antics with him, but I think Bam might end up being more the cornerstone of this team.
Look,
in the end. Well, Jimmy can win your game. I think that's
the other thing. Jimmy's more dynamic in the play. He'll go, 36 points. Bam just kind of works and does that.
But Jimmy can do that, but you can't win many games without Bam.
Right.
Exactly.
Right?
That's why
I mean, it's
right. But Jimmy will go out and get you the 50.
Yes. Give me the flash. He'll get
You know what reminds
wouldn't normally win.
Yes.
It reminds me a little bit of, and I don't want to compare, Tim Hardaway and Zoe to Jimmy, but like when P.J. Brown never got the love. You can't win without. You're not going to win because of P.J. Brown. Can't win without him.
Yeah.
I think Bam kind of slots into that. You got a big star on the team, and he just goes about his business.
It's almost like Chris Bosh in the big three,
a little
right?
bit there too. Yep.
Well, when you're part of the big three, you're not going under the radar.
Yeah, but he was
three.
He was three.
Other two guys,
he was number three. He was a number three of the big three.
Right.
All right. So
he was the softest of the big three.
Oh, come on.
You know what? I mean,
what?
Penalty box. Just go. I don't know. We
what
need
did I say wrong?
2 for unsportsmanlike conduct.
You tell me I'm wrong.
So.
I got
tell
2
me
for
I'm wrong.
unsportsmanlike conduct.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Personal foul, Bo Camper.
I got one more heat question before we move on.
Duncan Robinson.
Just giving answers now. John Sunvold.
Yes, that was gonna be my answer to this question. Who's been the most surprising
Duncan Robinson?
We're in anonymity
I'm in there,
on that.
man.
All right, there you go.
Duncan Robinson.
Look, bro, you got to anticipate.
I know.
You got to anticipate.
This could be the promo for the show. We all agree on something.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it good.
I didn't say it was good. I just said we agree.
This would be the promo. All right. Yes, Duncan Robinson. All right, we're gonna move on now. All right, we're gonna talk hockey and then.
Now let's talk about Duncan a little bit.
What do you want? Go ahead. Talk about him.
Playing pretty well. Playing pretty consistent. Can't get him out.
I agree.
Can't get him out of the lineup.
Hawkes has been really good too.
He has been.
That's
very
a surprise
good.
to me also.
Yeah. He goes.
Jaime Hawkes, right?
You got it.
I've got it right now. Fine. It's taking me this long.
Triple J.
So how come the junior isn't? Jaime Hawkes Junior.
It'd be easier for the alliteration if he went with
Right.
JJJ.
Now, he's been really good. That's been. That's the other thing you never know when you don't get some other guys.
And here's the thing with the Tyler Hero injury, it kind of allows for Duncan to do certain things. Allows for Hawkes Jr.
And look, for how long would Pat Riley not play rookies? I mean, adamant not play rookies.
70s, about 40 years.
This is really the first time.
Until Wade and
this is really the first time in a long time since maybe Dwayne Wade or someone back there where they've taken a guy, a first-round guy, and actually started him from game one and moving forward.
They said, "Hey, we need you.
We need to help our team."
Mario Chalmers played early.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mario did.
But that was back in a day where they probably needed a point guard, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think in my mind on the fly, like 30 years of rookies playing for the Heat.
Jay Rich and Justice Winslow, you might put in that.
Pearl Washington.
That's like 50 years ago.
That was before you were
Next on Game
Syracuse.
Changers, we're going to talk about the Panthers, who are also red hot. Can't wait to get Goldie's thoughts on our next topics coming up.
Who, the Panthers?
Panthers.
What?
Welcome back to Game Changers. It's time for us to hit the ice. Goldie, the Panthers off to a very good start. They just beat the Oilers at home, 7-1 in Sunrise right now. But my question to you is, who is the most indisposable Panther at the moment on this team? Because it has been an interesting season in terms of who's been contributing.
That's a great question. I don't know if there is one. I would have said Barkov, but he got hurt last week, and now he's out probably for this week, but he's day-to-day, not serious. It's been a great team effort. They play great without Ekblad and Montour.
Yes.
Stolars comes in for Bobrovsky, gets a couple games on the road trip, wins those games. So I maybe Gustav Forsling, who's logging these big minutes. But now
I love Gustav.
But now that Ekblad and Montour are back, it's incredible what they've done.
I'm surprised Reinhardt didn't come to the top 8.
Sam Reinhardt's another one. I guess he might be the guy. It's just a great team effort. The game Monday, Mikkola, who's scored like 5 goals in his career, scores twice. Kevin Stenlund has to step up at center because Barkov's out. He has a 3-point game, and he gets the game-winning goal. This team has picked up what they did last year during the Stanley Cup playoffs and just kept running with it. It's been very impressive.
Goldie, is this team becoming a bully team? Pushing people around a little bit, roughing them up a little bit, being that kind of a look, getting some wind. They got some wind in their sails.
They're that attitude.
Feeling pretty 100%. Good about themselves. Let's go ahead and let's let people know we're here on the ice. Every game we play. At least that's what it looks like. That looks like what I can see when my Bally account works.
The Bally app works. Had a couple issues a few weeks ago. I think it's fixed.
Bally, you guys need to do something, man.
That's fixed on the app.
I pay for that app, and I get no hockey. None.
I think you got a refund, like they gave you a week back or something.
They gave me 10 cents.
Is it momentum?
In a check.
Did you really? Is it momentum rolling, or have they kind of elevated to a different tier? Because like last year, obviously the slow start, and what you saw in the postseason, you're like, okay, they found their game, they found their footing, whatever you want to say, they got hot. But this doesn't even look like the same team I saw in the regular season last year.
So from January on, they were like top 6 in the league.
Right.
They were far behind, so it took them just to sneak into the playoffs. So this has really been going on since the middle of last season. It kind of clicked.
It just feels different, I guess, because they were playing catch up before.
Correct.
Now they're out.
You didn't notice it as much.
They're leading from the front.
100%. I just think they're very confident. They're a deep team. Bill Zito's unbelievable with this. I mean, he brings in these guys, Stenlund and Mikkola. People in South Florida, people around the league don't even think about these guys, never heard of these guys. They come in and contribute. And the other thing is, as much as we got on him early last year, Sergei Bobrovsky has continued his play. He's off to a super start, but you never see 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s. They got this thing locked down defensively. The forwards are doing a great job coming back and helping.
Let me ask you guys this. Very similar to what the Heat has done, from what they did last year to what they're doing now. So you have both of these teams get to the finals, the NBA Finals, the Stanley Cup Finals. Do you think that experience in the finals put them in a different position when they came into the locker room the first day of this season? Hey, we're a Stanley Cup Final team. Let's be one and let's play like them from day one.
I also 100%. Think both of them weren't just happy to get there and lose. I mean, I know this firsthand. They came back a little ticked off that they didn't win at all. Some teams come back, take the foot off the gas pedal. The other thing is Paul Maurice, who's been around for 25 years, who has third most wins ever, and Eric Spoelstra's going to the Hall of Fame. Those two coaches will not allow them to develop that attitude of being satisfied.
Also, I think they've got vets on each team where they can appreciate the windows that they have, and they know that this isn't going to last forever. When you find something this good, this kind of lightning in the bottle, whatever you want to call it, you have to harness it now because you're not promised the next year. And if you look at the Heat, some of the guys they brought in were veterans. So like Jay Rich, I mean, you'd be like, oh, it's a nice story. No, but he's been around the league. He knows how to be a professional. And I think that rubs off on some of the younger guys. All right, next on Game Changers, we've got a new Game Changers correspondent making her debut.
Wow.
Get ready.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's not going to be good, though. Lauren Pastrana up next on the show.
No.
We'll be right back. Yeah.
The famous,
the one and only. Welcome back to Game Changers. We've got a professional here on the set, Lauren Pastrana, making her Game Changers debut.
Excited to be here, scared to be here a little bit.
As you should be, because
we're really dragging you into the mud.
Step down for you, Pastrana.
Dragging you into the mud.
Listen, her and Elliot call me the Grinch for every holiday that's out there. But listen, this one is taking Thanksgiving a little too far, so this is Thanksgiving week. We all have our holiday traditions. But there is one thing that Lauren is doing that freaked me out. She's got, we all have Christmas trees for Christmas, right? She's got a Thanksgiving Day tree. It looks like a Christmas tree.
I do.
Decked out front.
Is this a thing or is this?
It is now.
Wishbones on it or what?
Look at this
there
thing.
It is.
Now, are you the only
one? That's how you do this
so
every time.
I have to give a shout out to my friend Susie Solaris, a former Miami Dolphins cheerleader, by the way. I saw it on her Instagram page.
Could you get
she has a Thanksgiving tree.
Could
so
you get
I
a
said,
tree with less fur on it?
Is
there anything on
it? It's just gold tinsel.
Is this the same tree you use for Christmas?
No, we get a real tree. I am a very strict no Christmas until after Thanksgiving person,
Yeah,
but I wanted a tree.
Thank you,
No way.
I wanted a tree.
Thank you.
This fails that. That's
The
a
balls
fail.
are orange. There's little pumpkin ornaments, that little coffee.
Looks like my Hanukkah bush. What are you
This
kidding
is
me?
not okay.
That's
What
a
are you
Christmas
doing?
It is
tree.
okay. I am changing the game of Thanksgiving here.
If you're going to do a Thanksgiving
You know-
tree, you got to get a short, stumpy tree.
It is short.
that
It's
looks-
shorter than me,
that
so
looks
it's
like
short.
a turkey, like
little
that, a bush.
It's
It's got to be a
shorter than
little
you,
bush.
but look like
It
the
is
camera was doing
It
this.
is shorter. I was standing above it on my stool to shoot down.
Once again, this is the
tree.
Are
problem.
your kids ashamed of you?
No, they probably
They
love it.
wanted- My daughter could
embarrassed
not
yet?
care less. My son is like, when do we get the real tree? And I said, not until after Thanksgiving.
She's whetting the appetite. This is the problem with you guys,
No,
Kunyombo campers.
Oh,
Lauren
please. You know what? I
tries
knew you
to
would have been
step
an ally
up,
to me in this.
Tries
I knew
to
you
step
would
up,
No.
do something a little different, and you guys are just all over her.
No.
Let her have her Thanksgiving fun.
No.
I
What-
have a
love
Thanksgiving tree?
What's next? A Halloween?
No, I don't have one, and I will never have one. She's entitled.
I also decorate for Halloween. Maybe I'll bring it out next year in
By the way,
October and
she's do a tree
decorate it
for
in black
Halloween?
and
A tree
orange.
for
Maybe
Halloween?
next year I will.
She sent me a
Keep it up
video.
year-round.
She sent me a video of Halloween. She goes, "Look at the neighborhood kids come to." It wasn't like 2 or 3. It was like 200 or 300.
Yeah, that's
Hundreds
great.
and hundreds
Really?
of kids.
It was my personal health. Like,
Had a problem with that too?
He would hate it. My neighbors keep a huge skeleton up year round.
Phenomenal.
It's taller than their house, and I sent it to him. He's like, "Call the city.
Yeah.
Alert the authorities."
See,
Grinch.
I knew Bo would be on my side.
What'd you give away for
right,
Halloween?
I figured
What did you
that.
give away?
Okay, so I
What kind of
definitely
candy?
think that the kind of candy we
You don't
give
give
away
apples and
also.
stuff.
No, we give legit
don't give
candy,
toothbrushes,
Snickers,
do you?
Twix, all that stuff.
Wait a
And I saw
second.
what my kids brought.
Toothbrushes? What are you
My
talking
kids don't bring the
Yeah, we
good
used to
stuff
have a
home.
dentist. He gave
We give the good
toothbrushes.
stuff away. No,
We
we
used to
got
have
the good stuff in
a
my house.
dentist, and he'd give away
I
toothbrushes.
had a neighbor in Brooklyn who used to give pennies.
So on the way back in, all the
Just
stuff
like
we didn't want.
Put
we
nickels in a
penny.
sock and just.
A penny, yeah.
It's not even worth ringing the bell for a
No.
penny.
Can I ask
Don't
you
even
something?
bother.
I got more questions about the tree.
Okay,
All right,
go
go
ahead.
What goes underneath the tree on Thanksgiving morning?
There is nothing underneath
Stuffing.
the tree.
So
then
That is
what's
the best
the
part.
point?
But this is the best part
You
of
can put
Thanksgiving
the-
and why I love it so much. It's not about gifts. It's not about any of that stuff. It's just about spending
about a
time with
tree.
family.
Isn't that
It's about,
nice?
now it's
Someone
about
has
a
to
about
buy
a
a
tree.
tree.
It's about decor. And he was also appalled at the fact that all my Thanksgiving decorations are orange and blue.
I mean,
For
Well,
my
that's for your
gators.
gators.
I mean,
Right there.
I'm very
There you
committed.
go.
There you go.
If I
you
see
go.
a
It's coming.
Thanksgiving
Do
Day
you cook?
tree
You
around
cook
4th of
Thanksgiving
July
dinner?
at Home Depot, I'm gonna be pissed.
My husband fries the turkey. We haven't set the house
That's
on
a little-
fire yet.
that's a little cliche, isn't it?
He fries the turkey.
Tell him
I
to-
do all the
Tell him to
sides.
throw it in the oven for
Now you got
We
a
do
problem with
both.
the
We have
menu.
one of each. We have
Oh,
two,
you
we
don't
do two
Just
turkeys.
let the woman enjoy her Thanksgiving. You got a problem with her
No.
menu.
No.
You got a problem with her
because
tree.
I want to talk to that
People are gonna see
husband
this,
about
and
that cooking. That
Bring him in.
He thinks the tree's a
Is
little
he
crazy.
available next
At
week?
first,
Oh,
he
he
was not. At
does.
first, he was like, "What
No
is this?"
kidding.
I said,
No
"Trust me,
kidding.
trust me, you'll love it." And now it's we have not even turned the lights off. We don't even unplug it. We leave it on
So
all
now,
day, every
now it's
day.
a fire hazard and an abomination to Thanksgiving.
You want to put a little
Kids don't
cranberry
get
sauce
harassed
on
at
that tree?
school,
That's what I'm saying.
No,
something.
no.
I'm worried about your kids.
No.
That's a stigma.
Trust me, if you know my son, he's got nothing to worry about.
We got a Halloween tree. We got a Thanksgiving tree. No Christmas tree.
You're gonna confuse them.
I think it's
This
great.
isn't a parenting segment, but
And
think
I will
it's
turn
great.
that tree into another Christmas decor item come the day after
So you're gonna
Thanksgiving.
reuse the tree?
I'll take the ornaments. I'm going to take off the little pumpkins.
Yeah, I got an
and I'll
issue
put
with
like
that.
red and
Dipped it.
green.
I got an issue with that.
yes.
The Thanksgiving
It's
tree has to remain
eco-friendly.
the Thanksgiving tree.
Okay, I can't use it
Put
at
it
all
away.
for the rest of the
Oh, so
year.
you were going to use that same tree for your Christmas tree?
No,
she's
no,
gonna
so I'm
use
going to get a
something.
real tree. We
gonna
get a
do
real
something
tree.
with
We
the
don't use
tree.
the fake
Okay.
tree. So
I
we'll
don't
get
know
a
what
real
she's gonna do.
tree.
She's gonna do something.
But I'll put that somewhere else in my house for decor.
Where do you put
How about a closet?
the Festivus pole?
the Festivus? It's not in the closet.
He's got a good spot. Second shelf
enough
on the
storage for
garage.
that.
If it's shorter than you, it'll fit.
It'll fit right there. Dig it in. I have no shame. I'm proud of my Thanksgiving tree. He just doesn't know how to appreciate the holidays. One day, having a daughter will soften.
Yeah, you're going to have, by the way, you know,
I
it's
think so.
Halloween,
Yeah, so you
all
got a
this
kid now.
stuff.
Yeah, see,
You
now-
got
yeah.
a kid now.
Dude, I bought all the Halloween.
He
outfits
got
this
into
year.
it.
Very,
See?
what'd you dress as?
She got a pumpkin. She was a pumpkin and then a little.
Did
cow.
you dress up?
What is
You
that?
have to
I dressed
dress
up as a farmer because she was a cow.
A
so
farmer?
Yeah,
Oh, you must look cute.
I did.
I thought you'd wear
did.
that and go as the host of Game
I looked-
Changers.
I looked
That would have been
adorable. I
great
looked adorable.
on CBS Miami.
I would have, but
Should have done his
That
gold.
thing
you were in
on.
some
Shave
hotel in San
your
Jose
head
or
and go as
something.
gold. He should have gone as gold. He shaved your head.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks, Lauren. Thanks.
Lauren!
Thanks for classing up
I'll
the
let
joint.
you guys
Our
pick on
new
me
Game
anytime.
Changers correspondent.
Love the tree.
Yes.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Do your thing.
Thanks for watching us on Game Changers.
Put it in the
and we'll see
closet.
you next week.
Lock it up.
Never.
Burn it down.